Men are simple, okay? And I say this because I need to reassure myself sometimes that men are simple, okay? The main difference between a man and a woman is obviously our parts, but it's our hormones. And a man's hormones regenerate every 24 hours, whereas a woman's is 28 days. Okay, we know this though. We know this. But one of the main factors that differentiate men and women is what we stress about. What does a man stress about and what does a woman stress about? Let me tell you, okay? One of the main things a man stresses about when he wakes up every morning is work, okay? That is work.
How does she know? Oh my God, how does she know? Nah, for real, she's spitting. Nah, it's true. Spitting, yeah. Nah, I can relate. I can definitely relate. Me stressing about work and that, yeah. 100%.
No, women, if you're gonna tell me work is the first thing you stress about in the morning, then you're a man. You're masculine. You're worried about the wrong things, okay?
I'm sure there's a lot of women that do stress about work. I don't know if that's masculine or whatever, but generally speaking, yeah, man, we do stress.
Man stresses about work the first thing he wakes up in the morning, okay? That's when his testosterone levels are at its rise, its peak, right? Every morning a man wakes up. Every healthy man wakes up, stresses about work. He got to get it done, okay? Women, the roof over your head was created by a man, okay? The roads you're driving on, created by a man. Men are simple. They get the job done. They have to. They wake up every day stressing if they can.
Yo. Which red pill videos she been watching? No, real talk though. She ain't lying. It's true. It's true. I don't need to say anything. Like, she's hit the nail on the head there.
Women, what do we stress about? What do we stress about the most, okay? What do we stress about pretty much when we wake up and then when we go to bed?
Nails?
Men.
No.
Men. We stress about men. Now, I'm not saying it's a bad thing because subconsciously women are looking for their mate. We're looking for our husband, a father figure for our children. You know, we have every right to stress about getting our perfect man for our family, right? That is what we are subconsciously looking for and what we're stressing about. But what it's getting to in this day and age is that we're looking over our shoulders. We're getting jealous. We're over here like we're getting insecure over men. We're feeling empowered and above men. Like how can you stress about a man and then feel like you're better than him? That makes no sense to me. But like I said, we stress about two different things on a regular basis. And a man's hormones fluctuate 24 hours compared to a woman's 28 days. It's different. It's so different. We are not equal. We are not the same, okay? This is where I say men and women are not the same.
She's right. Like, we're not the same. We're equal as human beings, but we're not the same. We have our own roles, but we do complement each other. You know what I'm saying? We're equal. We're not the same, but we do complement each other very, very well.
Now, as a whole, we are not all the same. Obviously, we have different personalities, but man, woman, different. We stress about different things. The second thing a man stresses about every day is sex. Not women, sex in general. Why? Because men need their testosterone to be catered to. Just like how a woman needs to be loved and nurtured, right? We need to be like assured. We need to be loved and...
Yo, who's been teaching her this? Yo, nah. Well, how does she know? How does she know the secrets? She knows the secrets, man. Nah. Nah, respect to her.
You know, reassure us of our love and our beauty. You know, that's all we need as a woman. Just tell us we're beautiful and we're fine. You know what I'm saying? A man...
You know what? She ain't wrong there, yeah. I say beautiful to my missus, yeah, and she's all just loved up. She switches up, yeah. Yeah, so... Hey, man, listen. She's cooking, man.
He just needs some. He just needs some, especially in the morning. The morning is the best time to give it to him because that's when he's ready. He's ready for the day. He's ready to take on any stress he can in his work life and you know, the relationship. If you're over there like waking up in the morning questioning him already, like that's how it is. A man needs sex to validate himself. You know, like a man needs sex straight up like that. It's simple. It's simple. It's not that he's out there looking for a better chick than you. It's not like he's lusting over everything. It's just his testosterone tells him he needs sex in order to get the job done. Literally, that is that. And if you think it's any more than that, you're making it more complicated than it is because he's a man. Okay? We're more.
Man, we are simple creatures. We are. Like, she is spitting still. I wonder how many women are going to take this on board, though. Just going to go over their heads. Hearing it from a woman should understand. A lot of them won't. But hey, it is what it is. But fair play to this woman.
More complicated than that. We have hidden agendas that we don't even understand, okay? Emotional intelligence is what we have, okay? And you just need to use that and actually get smart around, like, about how men are. The second thing a woman stresses about is kids, okay? We stress about our kids. We stress about emotional needs. You know, we might have an inner child in ourselves where that's where we take care of. That's what we stress about, right? We stress about having kids. We stress about our periods. We stress about that. That's what we stress about. Second to men. That's different than sex. Sex and kids correlate, but they're different, right? It's like the sex comes from the man, and then the woman brings the children, and in return, she has to take care of them, you know? Like we both do. Men and women take care of children, but women have this different connection with children because we literally birth them. That's why we stress about them. Because
Yeah, women are more nurturing. Women are more nurturing and caring for their kids. Men are, but it's different. With my kids, very different. Very, very different. Like, especially when it comes down to your own children, you'll understand. If you don't have kids, you probably won't. You may have like nieces and nephews, but when you have your own kids, yeah, you start to understand each role. We complement each other. That's how it is.
because we birthed them, our umbilical cord was connected to them. That's why we stress more than men about children. But guess what? That goes to my third stress for men. So the first stress for men was work. The second stress was sex. And the third one is kids. Because of course a man's going to stress about his kids. He's got kids. Those are his kids. That is his seed. That is who he is. And especially if he has a boy. Now, I'm not taking it away from daughters. You know, a man can love his daughter just as much as his son. But think about that. That is a second him. That is a double him. Just like if I had a daughter, it would be a double me. So after a man stresses about his work, he got his sex in, you know, he got his stuff figured out. That's when he starts figuring out, oh, what does my child need? He needs to go to a different school. He needs this for his future. What does my child need? She needs this. She needs to go to ballet. That's when a man thinks about his children, after he's already gotten everything out of the way, that he can, put the roof over his children's head, and he can, have his testosterone figured out. Because
yeah, it's a pride thing. Men should be looking after their kids, and when they don't, a man feels some type of way. Especially I do. I feel some type of way when I can't provide for my children. She's right. A man should be providing. If you can't provide, figure out how. Simple. Simple as that. It is what it is. That's how reality is. That's life. A man has to provide. She gets that. Who taught her? Who's she been watching? I'm not taking that away from it. But still, she is spitting. 100%.
That's what a man needs. A man needs his testosterone leveled in every single day. Every single day, his testosterone levels out. Whereas a woman, it's like once a month, okay? We fluctuate in 28 days, and it's so different. Like women, we need to understand this. And if you think you understand it, you need to repeat it and repeat it again. Because you'll find yourself in a situation where you're mad at your man for no reason, okay? You need to understand your man and yourself. That's what it takes to be in a relationship. Straight up. And if you think you just need to understand yourself first, that's selfish. Okay? The third thing a woman stresses about is her weight. Her weight. What she looks like. Okay? Because women, we take our beauty into the uppermost like echelon of value. We value our beauty, right? Because we age, and you know, when we're young, that's when we're the most beautiful, the most vulnerable.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah, wrong. Man, them never say to a woman that you're fat. That's like the N word. Bullshit, wrong.
You know, that's where we feel the most valued, when we're young, right? So while we're stressing about men and children, we're also stressing about our weight and how we look, and we just want to be presented in a way that our man wants.
You think man them care about our weight like that? Even if a person says to you, or says to me, sorry, I'm fat, I'd be like, okay. Tell me that I'm skinny. Okay. It's not that deep. For women, it hits them right in, hits them. It drills it in them. Just how it is.
Wants us,
we
right?
think differently.
But the thing is, in order to keep your man, you need to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't give up on yourself and expect your man to stay with you, you know? Like even if you have kids, even if you did tie the knot, even if, you know, you've been together for 10 plus years, you still need to look good, not just for yourself, but for your man, because a man needs sex. Okay?
That's true.
Not you.
But I argue both of us have to
a man will never
do that.
need a woman.
Can't be just
just like a woman will never need a man. But the thing is, how contradicting it sounds, a man built the roof over my head, so technically a woman does need a man a little more than a man needs a woman. Just because of the fact, you know, we both need each other. You know, we really do. But yeah. Women, we need to stop being insecure over what our man thinks and how he's judging, and we just need to stop overthinking that, please, because men are just so simple. All you need to do is just communicate. All you need to do is work on yourself, do the things you gotta do, and that's all a man really cares about. He doesn't care if you're richer than him. He doesn't care if you're successful. He doesn't care what you got going on, if you're failing in something, or if you don't know what, being indecisive as a woman is okay. But if you're gonna sit there and play victim to everything in your life, like a man doesn't want to stress about that. He already stresses about work. Work is the first thing he stresses about. And if he's not stressing about work, then he's probably playing around, and he's freaking around because he's stressing about sex. Okay? So to know you have a good man in your life is to know that he is stressing about these three things in the correct order. Work, sex, kids. That is the correct order that a man stresses about. Okay? And I don't know, I'm not saying I'm professional here. I'm just saying I have experience, and I need to reassure myself.
How do you know? Experience, yeah? Who's been telling you? Nah, fair play though. Fair play.
Because I don't want to play victim. I don't want to act like I'm better than men, and I don't want to act like I'm better than any other woman, because I'm humbly myself. I am myself, and I learned a lot of different things in this life about hormones and how we react to certain situations, and men and women are so different. We're so different, especially when we wake up in the morning. Men are so different than women. Like I swear there's a lot of women out there that are really trying to play this man role, and it's not my life, so I don't gotta really worried about it. But
see, as a man, yeah, when a woman is masculine, personally, to me, it's not attractive. I like a feminine woman. I love myself a feminine woman. Hands down. Now don't get me wrong, I don't mind hype and a joke and laugh, but when they're fully masculine, like they want to fight people and shit, I'm like, ugh. it puts me off. But again, it's my preference. You know what I mean? There's men that like that. That's fine. They can do their thing, innit? But a lot of men don't, you know. Once they're in their feminine side, it's lovely, innit? You know what I mean? A lot of women don't realize that. Like, stop being man them.
I think there's girls out there that are really confused, and they're blaming men for things, and they're calling men dogs, and men are dogs. But you know what? A man will literally tell you that he is a dog, because simple as that, he can actually be honest with himself. Women, we need to be honest with ourselves and be honest with what's going on. Be aware, be self-aware of what a man is actually bringing to you and what you see in him. Obviously, if there's a bad guy out there, you can just see it. Like, you can't hide away from bad people. Bad people are bad. Okay?
Yeah.
But I'm talking hormone-wise. Men do not stress about the stuff we stress about. They don't. They don't care. They do not care. We're complicated for a reason, because men simply don't care about that stuff. So who else is going to care about it? We do. And that's just recognizing the strengths and weaknesses in men and women. And that's just how we yin and yang together. And if we're just going to combat all the time, we're all going to be single and old, and we're just going to be miserable. No kids, or even if we have kids, the kids are going to be traumatized. Like, we're trying to break this cycle of traumatic divorced families. Like, it's almost normal. It is normal.
It
if
is
anything, it's
normal,
like,
yeah.
oh, your parents are together. That's weird. That's weird. Your parents are still together. Like, think about that. Love is supposed to be pure. Love is true.
It's not the 50s
Love is
anymore.
Understanding the other person and their hormones and why they act the way they do. And I feel like I'm talking to mainly the women. I'm targeting the women, because we just need to reassure ourselves, okay? We need to reassure ourselves in how we feel around men. Why do we feel this way around this guy? Why do we feel so, insecure? Why do we feel so, like, looking over my shoulders? Because you like him. Like, just freaking show it. Just show you like him.
Yeah,
Show
oh my
that
God, come
care.
on.
You know what I'm
Like
saying?
it,
Don't question him and then make it this whole big ordeal when it's so simple. It's so simple, because guess what? He probably likes you too, but he doesn't know how to go about it because he's not intuitive like a woman. Okay? But that's as simple as I can put it into terms of differences in men and women. Like, that's the best I can do it, because I'm not trying to get too controversial here. I'm not a man. Okay, I can't speak for men, but I can speak in the perspective of a woman who's in a relationship with a man. A masculine man who wakes up every day healthy, right? Women, you need to understand what you need to do every morning.
Damn.
Because guess what? Every day, every single day, men cater to us whether we are in a relationship or not. Like, come on. It's just that simple. Like, men will still hold the door open for you. Men will still stop on the side of the road and ask if you're okay. Men will still help you.
Yeah,
Men
we're just nice.
Are out there.
We're just nice to be nice to women. Yeah, we'll do everything for you. Randomly. Yeah, it's true. But man them, yeah, man them don't care. But man them, they don't care. It's totally different. Women have a different experience than men. Facts. Nothing wrong with it, but you need to understand. Very, very different. A man's experience is harder. I'm probably going to get slewed in the comments for that by a lot of women, but a man's experience, a man's life is harder than a woman's. Okay? Not excluding the bad stuff that happened to a woman. I'm not saying that. But in general, a man's life is harder than a woman's. Because again, we've already spoke about it. We got to provide. That's one of them. We can't open up about certain mental health problems and stuff. Things are getting better now, of course, but it's different. It's a different experience when it comes to a man. You get shitted on when a woman cheats on you. But if a man cheats on a woman, you're strong, girl. He's a dickhead, rah, rah, rah. Rightfully so. Other way around, you see man them shitting on the man because the woman cheated on him. Like, it is what it is. just is what it is. It's reality. No one cares. If a man gets beaten up by a woman on the side of the road, they will laugh at the man. However, if a man stops beating the woman, who gets done? Who gets battered? Rightfully so, but it's just a double standard. What I'm trying to say is what it is. It's cool. It's cool. You need to realise what she's cooking, because she is cooking some nice chicken right now. Blood clot.
To really like, men are amazing. And they're simple. They're not complicated. We make it more complicated than it has to be. Like, just as straightforward as it, like, it sounds like I'm going on a rampage, but I'm a woman. This is as simple as terms I can put it in, because women need to understand this. And I believe that is my calling today. I wanted to create this video because I created a video about women and how women are complicated. And just as women are complicated, we're worth it though. You know, women are worth it. Men are worth it too. Quite honestly, I'm living in an apartment that a man built. So, men are simple, and we just need to keep reminding ourselves that as women. So yeah, that's it.
Wow, fair play. Wait, what's her name? Kira? Yo, fair play to her, yeah? Good video.